Hey everyone, I am down here in the kitchen, which looks a little bit of a mess right now because we need to do the dishes from today. But anyway, I made this video because I discovered that someone I know who didn't know about the situation about my mental health and why my mental health is this bad and what happened with my dad. Those of you who have seen that video will know what I'm talking about. Someone who didn't know that but was a really great friend of mine pretty much since she was born. We kind of drifted apart over the last few years, but she's still very dear to me. I really still care about her a hell of a lot. She found the video, and it was through that she discovered that this is what happened and this is why I am the way I am right now in certain instances. And I just wanted to say that I never expected anyone from my past to find this video. No one's really taken much notice of my videos unless it is someone from my from my group of very close-knit friends that I have currently, which is the likes of Adam Johansson, Neko, and Laura. No one other than them really takes any interest in my videos, and therefore I never expected anyone to see them. I didn't want anyone to find out in such a horrible way that was so close to me about what happened in my past, but unfortunately it's what happened. And I just really wanted to say to this girl, who I will not name, just in case she doesn't want me to say her name on here, I'm really sorry to her. If you're watching this, you know who you are. I am very sorry you had to find out this way, and I'm really sorry it freaked you out. I still do care about you and your brother, who you know who he is though. And I just wanted to say that I never intended for you to find out this way. I never expected that you would find the video. I didn't think for a minute that you would see this and realize what was going on. Up until recently, it's been a very well, it's still difficult for me to talk about it, but it's not something that I can't talk about anymore. It's something I can talk about, but it's still a very hard, difficult to handle thing that happened. And I honestly didn't think that I would tell anyone at all, ever. And the fact that you found out about it in the way that you have, I just really wanted to apologize, and I want to apologize to anyone else who's from my past who I am or was really close with, because it's a really horrible way to find out something like that. And a lot of people, a majority of people, would rather have something like that told to them face to face when they become friends with someone, or if they've already been friends with someone for a very long time. But unfortunately, as I said, that's not what's happened. And I just wanted to say I never meant to upset anyone. But one of the things is, I want to be an actress in films and I want to do YouTube. And the truth is, one of the things I want to do through that is to reduce the stigma of what mental health is. There are a lot of people who look at me and think, oh, she's got nothing wrong with her mentally, and then people see me other times and they realize, holy shit, something's wrong with this girl. But also people think that people with the kind of mental health issues that I have and the kind of background that I have would be somewhere like, you know, a mental institution, and I would be some kind of criminally insane person. Which I'm not. I've never murdered a person. At least I don't think I did. I'm joking here, don't worry. But yeah, one of the things that I really want to do through, if I ever do become popular, is to just talk about my experiences with mental health, and talk about how, you know, mental health is different for each person and doesn't necessarily mean that you are this crazy person incapable of being human. it's one of the things that I want to do. I want to be able to talk about it, and I want to help people understand mental illness and mental difficulties and physical difficulties that I have as well. I have this long list of things that's wrong with me, and I don't want to be one of those people who keeps it all hush hush or no, we don't talk about that. I am a very open person when it comes to my mind, and that's just one of the things I like to share with people. I like to show people, hey, this is me. This is actually a regular thing that goes on with people. Things like basically everything that happens to me will happen to everyone at some point in their lives. It's just not on quite a grander scale. Some people, anyone in their life will at some point, for a very short time or a very long time, will have something like a hallucination, or they will have depression at some point. It can happen to anyone, and it does happen to almost everyone. It's a lot more normal, quote unquote, than people think. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to convey through the YouTube videos that I do. People watch my YouTube videos when I'm not talking at all about my mental health, and they think I'm this normal. They think that I'm just a regular person with just a funny attitude when I'm playing games, or, you know, I have a sense of humour that is a little bit on the Tim Burton side. And then they look at my videos and they're like, oh, this person actually has problems. This person is actually a real person with feelings. I don't want to be one of those actors and actresses that no one knows anything about, and, you know, all people are interested in is what they're wearing. If I ever became an actress in films like I really want to, or even on YouTube, I don't want to be one of those people who just, like, the people who watch their videos are like, something's wrong here, and they just, like, don't talk about it at all, for fear of the stigmatism that they will get from people who watch their videos. From the very start, I want to be open with what I am and who I am, because that's the kind of person I am. That's the kind of person I've always been. I've never pretended to be anyone that I'm not. I've never necessarily lied about anything around myself, other than at one point I couldn't really talk about what had happened to my dad, like him being put in jail for numerous reasons when he went to Brazil. When I was young and that first happened, I wasn't allowed to talk about it. And that really killed me, because as I said, and as you guys will tell from my vlog, I'm a very open person, and I'm very rambly. And I'm doing all stuff with my hands, and I'm watching the video as I'm recording, and I'm like, what am I doing with my hands? I'm sorry. But yeah, I didn't want to make this like a horrible, like, oh, I'm sorry video. I did want to apologize, but I just also want to explain why I talk about what I talk about. It's just one of those things, you know, when if you become popular enough and people start listening to you, there's a lot of power that comes with that, and the power that I could have, I want to use it to make people wake up and realize this is a thing that goes on in the real world, and whether people like it or not, it's something that people have to accept about other people. You can have tons of friends, and just because they don't tell you doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with them. If you hate someone with depression, then chances are you hate about more than half of the people that you're friends with, because they have had or do have depression at some point. So my point is, you know, people really need to drop the stigma that comes with all these different health issues, and, you know, stop thinking, oh, someone like, because I had someone who I had met who I did talk to about these things, and straight away they were like, oh, you're gonna be like one of those people who, like, in a few years time they're gonna be dumped by their boyfriend, and then it'll be like something out of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've never seen that, so I do not get if that is an actual reference. And I was just like, just because I have voices in my head, I had an abusive dad, and I have a bit of a mood imbalance, means that all of a sudden I'm gonna grab a chainsaw and start killing random people? And apparently there's something about him removing their skin or their face of the skin off their face or something like that, like a mask. Just because I have these problems does not mean I'm going to turn into a serial killer. And these are the kind of things that I just want to get across to people. It's like, yeah. Other than a few bits and pieces, I'm actually I'm an alright person. Like, people can spend days with me and not know anything's wrong. Apart from the fact that I have to take pills, but you know, c'est la vie. A lot of people have asked me about taking the pills as well. Like, people are like, because you take pills, does it make you feel like dead inside and blah blah blah, or numb or whatever? And like, I don't feel numb. A majority of the time, my antidepressants don't even work. I am being put on some antipsychotics soon, which are to help with my emotional problem, but because I've been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, also known as emotional intensity disorder. So that's pretty much the case with me. I'm being given antipsychotics because it helps with that emotional imbalance. So, you know, it doesn't alter me completely. It doesn't change me into a zombie because I take a little pill. Basically, it's just to help me a little bit. A majority of people who take antidepressants don't like the way they make them feel. But that's usually because a majority of people that are put on them against their will. They don't want to have to take these pills. They just know that they have to. Whereas for me, I actually had to ask to be put on antidepressants because I was so low and I was so close to doing something very stupid to myself. I just got to the point where I had to say enough is enough. And I think that's the difference between me and other people that are on drugs for our mental health problems. I can see a massive difference between me when I'm not taking them and me when I am taking them. And yeah, I still feel low when I'm taking antidepressants that work while they work. It doesn't completely change me. I feel less like killing myself. That's basically the only difference that I've ever experienced taking pills. I know they don't make me feel great. I get drowsy off of them. I get some mild side effects from them, but other than that, they don't affect me that badly or that much. They don't make me that happy compared to before, but at least it's better than, you know, every morning waking up thinking, I want to jump out my bedroom window, I want to die. I go from being like that to being like, I can't really be bothered to get up, but I've got to, and I managed to get myself out of bed. So, a few people have been asking me questions about this, so I thought I'd clear this up while I'm on this video. That's basically all I wanted to say. I'm really sorry for scaring people about what exactly happened in my past, and I never intended for that to happen. And there are reasons that I talk about it, like I have done today. And really, that's all I wanted to talk about that, because, you know, I didn't like the fact that I upset someone that was close to me with this information. Pardon me. But at the same time, I don't feel like I should take down what I've already put up, because it is important to me that people learn about this stuff. So the only way that people are going to learn is if they actually manage to see the videos. So I've got a dog here. One of the dogs. Up. The people here, the viewers want to see you. Up. Come on. Any other time, if the camera wasn't rolling, she'd jump up. Up. You're just gonna stand there and stare at me. This isn't it. I promise this isn't a hallucination. Okay, there is really a dog right here. Hello, Ice. And my other dog is currently in the corner sleeping. God, I've already spent over 14 minutes on this. Jeez. I will let you go in that case. I'm really sorry about everything, and basically this is one of the reasons I talk about what I talk about on my YouTube. I hope some of you enjoyed this video, or at least managed to watch halfway through it. If you managed to watch it to the end, good on you! And I will be in the next video, which is going to be a cooking video. I've been waiting to do one of these for a while. So yeah. That was weird, I'm not doing that again. But yeah, thank you for watching. Now fuck off and watch the next video.